Hello, and welcome to the Tantrum House Game Show.
I thought it was the Today Show.
I genuinely can't make up my mind. We got the news, we got the Today Show, this is not live, so we're going with the Game Show.
Okay, no problem. There's just too many shows you want to make, right?
This is very true.
Well, either way, I'm glad that you're here to join us. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Will Meadows, and today we're going to be talking about some of the hottest tabletop gaming news, games that are coming to the market. We're also going to be hanging out with comedian Grant Lyon for a Top 5 segment.
Yeah, and we've got a game for you to play at the end in order to test your board game trivia knowledge against our other viewers.
Okay, so are we ready? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get rolling. Let's get started by talking about some of those hot new games that are coming to the market. First up, it's Maui, a game for 2 to 4 players from Next Move Games. They've brought us games like Azul and Reef. This one should be releasing this summer.
In Maui, you want to find and place beachgoers on the sand so that they can create pleasing patterns, while also placing their towels close to the ocean or under the shade of trees or umbrellas to earn the most points.
Also this summer, we should see Skymines from Pegasus Spiel. It's for 1 to 4 players and plays in about 2 hours.
This is actually a re-implementation of Mombasa, but with the new theme. You can try to earn the most crypt coin over the course of 7 rounds. You will do things like investing in mined resources and companies, and by spreading their outposts. You can improve your earnings by supporting your scientists' research and by having them collect precious helium-3.
Crypt coin, is that like crypto?
I feel like maybe
coin?
Going in the future with it.
Okay.
I like Mombasa.
Okay, no worries. Batman Everybody Lies is a re-implementation of the detective game from Portal Games, except with the Batman theme, and it actually should be available May 19th.
In this one, players will work cooperatively as investigators and solve mysterious cases in Gotham City.
Lucky Duck Games recently announced Sherlock Case Connection, which is a competitive puzzle game of investigation and deduction.
You'll collect proof, make connections between threads, and use this evidence to reconstruct the leads that you're pursuing as you strive to become the world's next greatest detective.
Ticket to Ride Poland has been out for a while, but was not available in the US, but Asmodee just announced a worldwide release for it.
I am always up for a brand new Ticket to Ride map.
University Games and Forbidden Games have just announced the acquisition of Raccoon Tycoon, Mosaic, and the rest of the intellectual property from Forbidden Games, which is the brainchild of Glenn Drover, game designer and president of Forbidden Games.
I actually have no idea what the implications of this are. Are they going to be reprinting the games? Is Glenn retiring? What's happening? Will we get more games with awesome Victorian animal-style illustrations?
Only time will tell.
Speaking of time, I think this is the perfect time to jump into our interview with Grant Lyon. Greg, give us your number 5. What are your most hated gamer trends?
These are the things that make us the most angry as gamers. Number 5 for me, analysis paralysis.
Oh, rage!
When you take so long, I'll be looking at a box and someone's like, "How long does it take to play?" And I'm like, "Oh, 2 hours." But we're playing with Jerry, so I'm gonna guess 3 weeks.
Oh,
3 weeks here. It's gonna take 3 weeks right now.
Jerry plays at your house too? You do?
Not anymore. Not anymore. You have that much AP? Not anymore.
We gotta get rid of Jerry. How do we?
Yeah, I hate it. Like, no. Moving it back there
Not
and rethinking, not my favorite move. Those 2 were my favorite moves. Yeah.
What's our number 4?
Number 4 is when people are on their phones the entire time you're explaining the rules. All right?
I don't know anyone that does that.
Yeah.
I know.
Just stare you down right now.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
It always happens when you're telling them that one important part of the rule book.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one thing that you're gonna mess up.
Yes.
I
know that you're gonna mess this up. I've never seen you multitask before. Successfully. Never once. You always think you can. Never does it work
Not
out.
possible.
People go, yeah, no, I got it. No, you don't got it. I'm almost positive you don't got it. That's why if somebody messes up, if somebody during the middle of a game is like, wait, what do I do now? I'm like, ho, looks like someone should have paid attention better. I don't answer anything. I don't answer anything during the middle of the game. You had your chance up top, all right?
Just do something. Good luck with that. What do you do?
Yeah. Number 3 for me is when boxes are way too big for the components that are in there.
What
Do you
cards?
know how precious shelf space is?
I do.
Yes.
Proud of
Yeah.
it.
I have so many stacks of games on the floor in various parts of my house. Just be a little game. I would love if you were a little game. I would love for you to be a little
I'm
game.
even willing to pay more
Yes.
for the small box that is doing it.
Yeah,
For sure.
Don't try to like force yourself into being a big game. You don't seem tough. You don't seem cool. You're not a big. You're a little game pretending to be big. You're a game with a Napoleon complex, and nobody wants that. Okay, you're trying to fight some bigger game in a bar, and then you're just annoying everybody. All right, right. Number 2 for me is when people at the end of the game don't help clean up at all.
Oh man.
You know? You're like, oh, Jerry, are you getting up to go get a drink?
Mr.
Because
Jerry?
I put that bag in front of you for a reason. You see how there's a bag? You see how I placed bags in front of everybody? That's because you have a part to do here, okay? Put those wood into that bag right now, all right?
You do it. You played the game. You figured out
Yes.
those rules. Put the pieces back.
Yeah,
Rule
please.
number 5.
And obviously, one that everybody can relate to, the number one thing that makes gamers mad is when you touch a bunch of Doritos and then touch our components. Oh,
Whoops.
I wasn't sure if you were aware, Jerry, that I don't prefer all my cards to be orange all the time. Especially now. You know how much we got used to washing our hands during COVID, and now you're not gonna do that, and you're just gonna touch food and touch everything? Yeah, you're uninvited from game night, all right?
This list brought to you by BG Shield.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man, that is some funny stuff.
That was
right
good.
there.
It was awesome hanging out with Grant at Tantrum Con in February in Charlotte. We're looking forward to seeing him again soon at some of our upcoming and the upcoming conventions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of games that are in our next segment. Why don't we roll into that?
Our last segment for today is On Shelves Right Now.
These are games that are available at your friendly local game store starting right now. Some of these we've already covered in our videos, so you can check those out on our channel.
Yeah, like Mountains Out of Molehills. We have a playthrough and a how to play video on our channel. The mole that can build and control the most mountains out of the molehills over 6 rounds will be declared the top tunneler and win the game.
The game Long Shot, the dice game, was also a blast at our tournament events at Tantrum Con. This game it plays with up to 7 players who will strategize and push their luck as different actions unfold on the board in this tense race game for 8 horses.
Yeah, the Siege of Runedar was highlighted on our Saturday morning board game show recently. It's a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players who take on the role of dwarves charged with defending the walls of Runedar and the treasure they keep within.
Skull Canyon is from Pandasaurus Games. In the game, you are trying to prove who the ultimate skier is. You're taking on the most difficult runs, collecting the best gear, and trying to earn the highest score.
All right, so before we wrap up the show today, we've got 2 more things to mention.
That's right. First off, we want to thank you. We want to give a shout out and a thank you to our show sponsor, Gametoppers LLC. They have legitimately improved our gaming experience with their deluxe quality playmats, their storage accessories, and their add-ons.
I second that. You can also check out all of their products at GameToppersLLC.com. Tell Berkey that we sent you, and you might just have something extra thrown in.
And then finally, I'm pretty excited about this, actually.
Okay.
We've got a game for y'all. Jonah and I very much enjoy playing these quick trivia, like Can You Guess the Game games on our TikTok channel. If you're not over there, go check that out. We also have one for you to play at home today.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a custom board game themed trivia game built out so that we can all compete against each other for a place on the podium, and we are going to put a link in the description of this video.
Okay, so we built the game. We obviously are going to score the highest.
Right.
Who do you think from the Tantrum House team, the rest of everybody else is going to play, who do you think is getting the next highest score?
Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah.
He does know the stuff.
Yeah,
He's
he
for
knows
sure
the
he's
stuff.
there. So go check that out. You can play along, see if you can get a higher score than any of us, and we may even give away a prize or something.
We
so
might.
be ready to play. There's a deadline on the game. Go check it out.
Yeah, we love doing that. We'd also love your feedback on our show. So if you've got any suggestions or additional segments, let us know. Do you like our top 10s? How can we improve? We are open to anything.
That is for sure. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. So remember, you heard it here first. Crushed it.
Yep.
One-timers?
One take one.
All right, now I got to go make that whole quiz and get it online so they can play it. I'm ready. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.